Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Shoots it to the left. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Handoff to the lone back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And that pass intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Set.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The give to the left side. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On second down, wants to throw it. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left. Got a lot of running room. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent. As he goes out of bounds at the 30. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Here comes the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
I really love this guy running the option. I'll tell you, for years and years and years at Texas A&M, when it came to running the ball, it was mostly turning around and handing it off to a running back. But I like this new look. Getting the quarterback sprinkled into the running game as well, and doing it in the option game is something that I really think gives them a chance to have a different dimension in their offense. They're going to be so much more difficult to stop the more this guy carries the ball.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw for it. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there and you run it back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Aggies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. And the Canes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he falls on top of his own fumble. He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At midfield, he's got room. Off he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Calls his own number. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this move game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. At the 45, on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, as this has been...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And they swarm him under.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you...
Touchdown, Aggie. What a grab and go for the score. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's...
And he's running in the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on second down. He's going for it all. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third.
He's tackled at the 41. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. It's caught. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in this situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we can get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team.
Stands in and takes the hit. It's complete. A huge pickup. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires to the big fella. Then he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Powers through the defense, just plowing down the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Trying the left side. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
29 Philly.
Give to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 41, Miami 14.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Lasso, go!
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Fire.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Right back to the well. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
325.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Going up top on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
On the ready.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
Cricket.
Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Powers forward. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You get powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but Overton, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards. And then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
He wants to throw it again. Feeling some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Snapped it in the shotgun. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.